Diana Jenkins from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills has had it up to here with people spreading lies about her being a madam, and she's including a black content creator. Welcome back to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel, your #1 source for pop culture news and music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. So as you know, we've talked about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills a lot in the last couple of days. As you know, a new episode will be coming out tonight. And we've just posted a video earlier today talking about Lisa Rinna, alluding that possibly Lisa Vanderpump or Kathy Hilton might be behind the bots that attacked Jax Garcelle's son. Well, now Diana Jenkins, as you also know, we covered in that story, has hired 24/7 security because of the attacks that she alleges that her family is receiving right now. Well, Diana Jenkins is not stopping there, though. She's also sending out cease and desist letters to several high-profile publications, bloggers, including Sharrell's Wiorld and Dana Wilkey, and some others. So this is coming from our friends over at TMZ, and they're reporting this. They said Diana Jenkins has long been dogged by allegations that she runs a prostitution ring. But she says it's BS, and she's finally batting down by threatening legal action to clear her name. We've learned the entrepreneur and philanthropist, who was just added to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills cast, fired off 8 cease and desist letters to multiple parties she says continues to perpetuate this nasty lie about her. TMZ obtained those letters, and I've looked at those letters, okay, drafted by her attorney, J. Eric Connolly, who makes her demands clear, crystal clear. Stop the false statements, correct the record, and apologize. So according to TMZ, they said that they're told that there's several bloggers and publications that Diana is going after. But 2 of the big fish she says bear most of the responsibility for ruining her rep are the magazine Jezebel and a social media personality known as Enty Lawyer. Enty is an anonymous account run by someone purporting to be plugged into showbiz with inside knowledge. In Diana's scathing cease and desist, however, she says that Enty Lawyer has anything but. The attorney writes, "You have put yourself in a precarious and potentially ruinous position. Perhaps you believe that a get-out-of-jail card exists if you persuade a court or jury that your statements about Ms. Jenkins and her companies are, quote, pure opinion." So they highlight a tweet that Enty Lawyer posted on Twitter where they say they forgot the part about the Room 23 book being a front for celebrity prostitution and also forgot to include the picture below. She spent a lot of time with Jeffrey Epstein. Sidebar, they bring up Jeffrey Epstein during the Real Housewives of Dubai reunion and a connection to Caroline Stanbury. So, as you know, we've covered and talked about these alleged rumors. The rumors also came up on an episode, I believe they were in Mexico at the time, when the Room 23 book, which Lisa Rinna is also featured in, that was part of the reason why a lot of people started this rumor. They were making connections to the women in this book. So they continue and they say this. They say that it is not going to happen. You have held yourself out as someone that your audience can and should rely upon for uncovering facts. That is how you have built a following and a brand. That is why you have used the term, quote, lawyer as a part of your handle. You do not promote yourself as a purveyor of, quote, make-believe. You have branded yourself as something else for purposes of self-promotion and enrichment. Those facts foreclose the pure opinion defense. Enty has also suggested that Diana has deep ties to the late Jeffrey Epstein, as I mentioned, who was accused of, as you already know, I'm not going to get into that because you know how YouTube can be. Diana believes this all stems from something infamous that she wrote in her 2009 book, a coffee table book called Room 23, featuring raunchy pictures of models and celebs. So TMZ continues, since the publication of this book, not to mention a follow-up Jezebel article in 2012, rumors had swirled about Diana's alleged involvement in Hollywood's pimping at the highest levels. And now that she's on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, that has brought these rumors back to light. TMZ says we should know Diana has vehemently denied outright that she's never been involved in anything like that whatsoever, and is once again reaffirming that in these letters. So speaking of Jezebel, they also received a cease and desist letter, and TMZ says this: the cease and desist letter sent to them is quite forceful as well, referencing to the 2012 and 2022 articles. Diana's team says, beyond the obvious legal issues, what you have done to Miss Jenkins is simply wrong. She is a mother, a philanthropist, and an entrepreneur. Her philanthropic endeavors are well known and have generated millions of dollars in assistance for victims of human rights violations, natural disasters, wars, and health epidemics. To characterize Miss Jenkins as a prostitute and other things and a criminal, it's just not factually inaccurate, but sexist. So it should be noted that these are cease and desist letters. Diana has not officially sued these folks. Look, Diana Jenkins has every right to send out cease and desist. I haven't seen everything that these particular publications, magazine bloggers, and even podcasts are included in these cease and desists that were sent out. She has every right, especially if these rumors are not true and people are running with them. But as you know, one of the things that we've said about Diana Jenkins is that we've never really received an official word from Bravo in regards to her comment to Philly Diva that it can't feel good to be a Black content creator. Speaking of Black content creators, she cites Sharrell's World in her lawsuit in the cease and desist. They say, "Dear Miss Lloyd and Mr. Lloyd, my firm represents Sanella Diana Jenkins." For those that didn't know, her first name is really Sanella. "This letter concerns your multi-month campaign of making numerous false and defamatory statements on your YouTube video show, Sharrell's World, regarding Miss Jenkins, including," and they cite it, "your June 16, 2022 YouTube video titled Diana, rhobh, outed for being a Madam Lisa and Erica Target Sutton instead of Sutton. Recap review, in which you repeatedly stated Miss Jenkins is a prostitute and a madam, and otherwise insinuate that she is such by repeatedly calling Miss Jenkins a hoe, the main hoe in charge, a Beverly Hills pimp, and Miss Jenkins' book, Room 23, was a book of Miss Jenkins' Johns and prostitutes." Oh, damn. She also cites their video the next day, June 17, 2022, titled Ex-Prostitute Diana Jenkins, rhobh, called out Black blogger. This is covering the whole Philly Diva situation. Kyle Mauricio Split News, in which Miss Lloyd repeatedly stated that Miss Jenkins is an escort, a prostitute, a madam, and otherwise insinuate as such by stating, among other things, that Miss Jenkins is a, quote, a hoe, a hooker, a whore, a dirty C-word sucker that sucked her way to the top. Are we even allowed to say those things on YouTube? This can't be real. Don't let me go back and go watch the actual video. So they say blows men for money, laid on her effing back, participating in nasty. Oh, I can't. I'm clutching my imaginary pearls. They did not say this on YouTube. Did they make this up? Did they make this up? Well, that's not the only person cited. They do cite other dates in regards to Sharrell's World and what they covered in regards to their coverage of Diana Jenkins and the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Quite a few things in the month of June. June 24th, June 28th, June 30th, and July 1st. But they're not the only ones cited here. Wow, I had to keep going. There was quite a few different details that they were citing in this law, in this cease and desist. Dana Wilkey was also cited in this lawsuit. And they've highlighted a couple of videos where she talks about Diana Jenkins. Her November 10th, 2020, damn, going all the way back. November 10th, 2021, new Real Housewives of Beverly Hills cast member Diana Jenkins' shocking story, Room 23 and Season 12 of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, in which you falsely state that Miss Jenkins had extramarital affairs with Rio Ferdinand, Justin Timberlake, and Guy Ritchie. The false and defamatory statements made by you and your guest, Enty Lawyer. Oh, so Enty Lawyer was on the platform. Okay. During the May 15th and May 22 episodes of your podcast, Dishing Drama with This is just free promotion for these content creators. So they talk more about what was said during that podcast episode. And they cite other things as well. That on June 23rd, 2022, YouTube video titled Real Housewives of Beverly Hills Season 12, blah, 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 X Gossip, Erica's Yacht Illegal, and MX Messy, in which you falsely imply that Miss Jenkins' purported first introduction to her now fiance, Asha Monroe, at a Victoria's Secret fashion show was connected to sex. So in all of these statements that she's saying in the cease and desist, she's also demanding that they remove these false and defamatory statements and issue notices acknowledging that you have no factual basis for any of the statements and implications made about Miss Jenkins. And I know what you guys are thinking. Kempire, did you get one?
Why am I in it? And you could have did it. See how I get wrong because you never apologized.
No, y'all see what was being said? I never said anything. I told you about the rumors. Yes, we may have said, you know what? But damn. Guys, I want to know your reaction to this. Look, again, it's not a lawsuit. It's a cease and desist. She's asking that they correct the record. She's also posted on her social media talking about real journalism. We're still waiting on a real apology to Philly Diva. And still trying to understand what you meant by it can't feel good to be a black content creator. Okay, though. I want to know your reaction to this, guys. Let's continue this conversation below. And as always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. Thanks for watching.